Hey, it's Russ from Party Game Ideas, and today I'm going to share with you 13 different ideas for getting the most out of your charades cards. Now, on Party Game Ideas, we sell a lot of themed charade cards, but you don't have to use them just for charades. There's a lot of different games you can play with these cards. Now, the first one is basic charades. That's two teams competing against each other, acting out the charades, and each team guesses. So that's your standard charades. Number 2, small group charades. This is where instead of having teams, there's one player giving the charade and everybody else is competing as individuals guessing on the charade. So the first person to get the charade right would win the point. The next way you can play charades is called the all guess type of charades. That is where one person acts out a charade for about 30 to 45 seconds. Then everyone writes down what they think the charade is, and then at the same time are going around in a circle. You have to state what you thought that charade was. If you get it right, you earn a point. And if you don't get it right, well, you move on to the next charade. This way, everybody has a chance to score a point in every round. This is a great charades for kids. Now we're going to move into some games that aren't actually charades. They're different games entirely. This one's geared more towards adults, and it's called Marshmallow Mouth, where you have to put, we recommend basically 4 marshmallows in your mouth, and then you have to eventually you come in 3 seconds, and the team has to guess the answers, like gone fishing, merry-go-round. If you don't get it, I repeat, like merry-go-round, cowboy, and water wheel. So play until they get the answers, or time is up, and you score as many points as you can in that time. It's easy. One guess, and that's where someone would grab a charades card, and they're allowed to give you one word relating to what's on the card, and people are allowed to guess what they think that is. So this one might be pole. And then if nobody has a clue and no one guesses and guesses it right, then you can move on to the next clue, which might be boat. And someone might be pole, boat, and they might be like fishing or close enough, gone fishing. So they would get it right and you'd go on to the next game. Another way to play this is take your cards, because they're themed, they're towards, most of our games are themed, so they're towards holidays or summer. Use them to play Pictionary. Use them to play telestrations. Use the cards to play hedbanz. And you can use the cards to play heads up. So you can use them for a variety of different games. And that way, you can get more out of the cards. And with so many cards, like often we have like almost like 70, 80, sometimes 120 or more charade cards ready to go. So you can do a lot with them. This next group of games actually takes into account games that we've already gone over, but playing them in a different way by trying to get as many of the answers correct within a short time period. So everybody's given like 30 or 45 seconds to do this game. One would be speed charades, where you're allowed to get as many charades as you can within the time period. So someone can earn 1 point, or they can earn 3 or 4 if they get more correct. You can also do this with speed one guess, where you're giving a clue and then someone guesses and then another clue can be given, and see how fast your team can get the answers. You can also do this with Pictionary. It gets a little crazy, but it's another spin to kind of mix things up. Again, thank you for watching the video. That's been, I think the count is 13, up from 11 when we started, ideas of how to play charades or use charade cards for other games. If you want to find out more about the games that we reviewed, see the link below, and that'll take you to the website where we have greater in-depth instructions and details on how to play the games, and please subscribe below as well. Thank you, and remember to visit partygameideas.com for all your party game needs.